Welcome to Great Safe TV. I'm going to bring you a review today on the brand new Precision Schmeichel gloves. They've just been released to the goalkeeping marketplace. I'm going to take a look at the negative cut and the roll finger and give you an idea on how they fit and feel, and we're also going to take a look at last year's model and just compare the two gloves just to give you an idea on the latest features and bits and bobs. We'll start off with the negative cut glove. I've already tried these on today because I've been trying to get the right size. I've also looked at the size 7 in it. I'll wear an 8 in it, but last year I could pretty much get my hand in a pair of the size 7. First thing to notice, I've already done it to remove a film foam. This is the new contact foam that Precision are using, and I've had to remove the film, which is pretty annoying. It's taken a bit of doing, to be honest. We've got that removed. The most difficult area to remove is here. I started off with a small pin, so I just got a pin and just put it underneath and just kind of got a little opening, and then once I got a pull, I kind of pulled it away. There's a little bit left there through the middle, but it's very fiddly to remove. Once it is removed, the latex does seem quite tacky. It's got an extended palm on it, but you need to the wrist need to thread the strap through the wrist there, through the tunnel, because it's not already done. So you're going to need to do that. So I'm just going to do that now. One point to note on it, just remove the tag. There's a small stretchy piece of material just between the two straps. It's not a latex strap, it's a PU strap, and there's just a stretchy bit of material that just sits in the middle just to give a slightly better fit than the strap that was used last year. Just feed this one through as well, and then we can get the gloves on my hands. Quite easy to get your hand in, generous for size as it was last year. There's not loads of difference between the sizing. I've not got a size 8 left in the negative cut glove now of last season, Kasper's glove from last year. Designed in conjunction with Kasper Schmeichel. He's a brand ambassador for Precision Goalkeeping, and they work closely with Kasper to develop the glove. He's worked very closely with the latex on the glove as well. He's been trialling the latex for the past 12 months, and they've been trying to perfect a really good latex that's really good in wet weather conditions. One thing to note on the glove as well is that it's got a surround cut on the base of it, so they've just rolled the latex around it. It joins, kind of comes across a slight pattern, but it does roll around, so it feels a little baggier on the outside of the glove. Last year, we'll get the glove and have a look in a minute, but it was a negative seam all the way down the glove, which I preferred, to be honest, but I just feel that there's a bit more bagginess there than there would have been. It's got the negative thumb on it, so the stitching's all inside on the thumb, across the top, then on the base of the thumb is stitching on the outside, so it's not negative along the base there, just kind of rolls around a little bit, which is a nice feature. It's got a windstopper material that's used that feels a little bit thicker than the material that was used last year, but that strap gives a nice secure fit without a little bit of elastic in there. Though it's only a small bit, it does give a far better grip. But like I say, for a size 8, I've got like a thumb on the end there really. I tried the 7 on in a minute and give you an idea how the size 7 fits, but I'm going to catch a ball just to see what the latex feels like. Got a cheaper Champions League ball, but it's quite tacky. It's quite a slippery ball, to be honest. They need a pre-wash, for sure. There's no doubt that I need a pre-wash to just get the latex to come alive. As soon as you remove the film, say the day before, probably use them in training to start off with, to be honest. That's the best way to break a pair of gloves in, is remove the film, give them a pre-wash the day before, and then training them. Make sure you feel confident with them, and then use them in the match. That's what a lot of goalkeepers I know that would do. We'll take a look at last year's model, just give a few comparisons on what's changed. Fit wise, there's no different at all. I don't think there is anyway. Just that surround cut that's making the major difference. Obviously it never featured the extended palm, but it does on the new glove. A little bit heavier. The backhand's a bit bulkier than what it was. It's a PU backhand, it's not a latex backhand, which is a shame. I think a latex backhand on the glove would finish the glove off. There's a slight bit of embossing going on there as well. There's quite a lot happening on the backhand, but there is embossing used in it as well. Looking at the difference between the two, obviously they're both the negative cut, but you had a negative seam that ran across the base of of the old style. This is the old style, and the seam ran along there as well, which just kind of give it maybe a slightly different finish. But other than that, there's no major difference really. The thumb's kind of the same. It's just that stitching along the bottom that being on the outside. That gives you an idea on comparison on the two. We'll take a look at the size 7. I did try it on, and I just think it's a little bit too small. I'll give you some measurements between the 7 and 8 as well. On a size 8, from the bottom of the seam there, right the way across, is quite wide. It's about 11 centimetres across. On the size 7, it's a 10, so it's a centimetre difference. Then in the length of the glove, which is probably going to be the major issue, we're looking at 19 centimetres on the size 7, and on the size 8, you're looking at about 20 and a half. So it's that bit longer. Obviously, you've got the extended palm on the adult one. On the junior one, you don't have the extended palm on it. Obviously, you can see the film on there that needs to be removed. Much smaller wrist strap. It's a lot narrower. If it had the adult wrist strap on it, it'd probably be okay. It's a bit tight for me to get into, but in all honesty, I wouldn't wear them in a size 7. I just think it's a little bit too tight. It is a junior fitting glove, but in terms of a junior glove, it's a very, very good value for money. We'll take a look at the roll finger now. It's a slightly different latex used on the roll finger, so it is that little bit cheaper. They've just used the standard Giga Grip latex on the roll finger. It's got no extended palm on it. You've just got a standard PU strap. There's no elastic used in that at all. Doesn't come with a film on this one at all, so it's just straight out of the packet, ready to use. They're in store at $39.99, these ones. Not got a particularly tight closure on this one compared to the negative cut. That's one thing I'm noticing straight away. It doesn't fit quite as well. Got a slight cut there just for a bit of extra freedom and movement on the thumb. Negative thumb across the top there, but again they wrap it round and they just stitch it on top there. Again, it's the same backhand, the PU material with the embossing on it. It's not particularly comfortable on the thumb, but I just think that more than anything needs breaking in. I think it needs a good bit of use. I think once it becomes wet as well, they kind of mould your hand a bit more. So you can see why the glove is cheaper. It just doesn't have the features that the top glove does as well. And that's how they look on. Looks really, really nice on, I think. But hopefully that gives you a bit more of an idea of how they fit and feel and the comparisons on it. If you've got any questions, you can fire them across to the team here at greatsafe.com, and it's orders at great-safe.com. Or if there's any gloves you'd like to see reviewed, you can email me personally, Martin at great-safe.com, and I'll endeavour to do as many video reviews as I possibly can. Thanks for watching.